In this video we're going to be taking a look at Apple's newest laptop, the MacBook Neo. This was released just over a week ago now and it's caused quite a stir, being the cheapest laptop Apple have ever produced. In another first for Apple, after years of grey, this new laptop comes in a range of different colours. As you can see here, I went with the Indigo Blue version, but it also comes in citrus, which is a yellowish green, in silver and in pink, which Apple calls blush. This is the base model, which comes with 8GB of unified memory and 256GB of internal storage. Apple also offers an upgrade option for an extra $100 or €100, which increases the storage to 512GB and also gives you Touch ID. The memory though stays at 8GB. To begin opening the box, we start with the two pull tabs, one at the bottom and one at the top. And then the lid on the box can just be lifted straight up, revealing the MacBook underneath. It's nice to see that despite this being a low-cost MacBook, Apple have kept the premium packaging. I've been unboxing MacBooks for years and it always feels like you're opening something special. They really put other laptop manufacturers to shame with little touches like this pull tab with hello written on it to help you lift the MacBook from the box. Underneath the MacBook we find an envelope inside of which is a small guide with some basic information about the layout of the laptop itself and the macOS desktop. It seems that Apple are really targeting this machine towards new Mac converts. Finally in the box we get a USB-C to Type-C cable for charging. In most regions you'd also get a mains charger, but here in Europe Apple decided not to include one. Apparently this was in anticipation of a new EU regulation that's due to come into force from April. Now it's just a case of peeling back this paper to get to the laptop itself. I was torn between getting the Indigo model and the silver, but I think I made the right choice here with the Indigo. Open the lid and the laptop just turns on immediately, no need to even press any buttons. All that's left to do now is to remove the paper from the screen, and a few seconds later we're at the setup screen to choose a language. Here we are outside now to give you a better idea of how the colour looks in sunlight. It's a really nice deep cobalt blue, and you'll also notice that the Apple logo on the back of the lid has the same sort of matte finish as the rest of the case, different to the shiny mirrored finish of the logo on Apple's other notebooks. Just something else that sets it apart and makes it unique. Here's a closer look at the keyboard. It's the same blue colour as the rest of the machine, just a lighter shade, and there's no backlight. The screen is still perfectly usable even outside in daylight. You do get a few reflections, but nothing bad enough to stop the screen from being usable. I was skeptical that Apple would be able to maintain their usual build quality at this price point, but I'm happy to be proven wrong. This really feels every bit as much of a premium notebook as the rest of their lineup. I'll be posting a full review of this laptop in the next day or two, but suffice to say that after using it for the last 10 days, this is one of my favourite Apple products of the last 20 years. That's it for this video, thanks for watching.